Welcome back! You watched my first video, you played XD Gale of Darkness, you got a PokeSpot Pokemon to show up shining in your game, and now you've got a save waiting to get those perfect IVs and the ability that you want guaranteed. Well, today we're going to learn. Let's get started. So, same as last time, we've got Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness on the left and my tools on the right. You'll probably remember from last time that I said we'd need 3 tools, one of which being xdPokemon. All the tools you'll need will be in this description too, just like the last one. We didn't use xdPokemon last time because it wasn't necessary for anything but checking the IVs. So the general flow of the process for this one is going to be 2 parts. First, we need to figure out what the delay is between loading into the game after we find our initial seed and just going to capture the Pokemon and bringing it back to the Pokemon Center and then checking its stats. So that way we'll be checking the IVs with no advancements, so we'll see, because there's an implicit delay in traveling to the PokeSpot and encountering the Pokemon, so we need to account for that. But first, let's take a look at xdPokemon. So this thing of beauty allows us to search spreads and reverse search Pokemon based on their level and stats from a seed to figure out what position we hit. I've included translations here for all the relevant buttons that we'll be using. Going from like the very top here, there's a column for target frame, nature, ability, and then the IVs go in order of HP, attack, defense, special defense, and speed. And then there's a second set of columns that show the stats after, like as they'd be calculated if they were at that level with no EVs. That will be useful, but I don't think we'll really need it when we go through here. When you set this up for the first time, you'll need to click the PokeSpot button as I've shown there and select the grouping depending on which Pokemon you're searching for. You'll need to set the nature to the nature of the PID that you set in the previous video. And once again, you'll need the English or the Japanese name of the Pokemon as well as the level you captured it at, and you'll put those in the boxes shown. With that out of the way, we've got our initial seed and we've pasted it into xdPokemon, so now I just need to go load into the game and go directly to the PokeSpot and then capture the Aron that we saved before. This little bastard broke out the first time, so I gotta throw another ball. But we get them pretty quick. I just sped through all this because you know what you have to do to go capture a Pokemon. We head to the Pokemon Center and we head to the PC and we go look at our boy's stats. So now on the right side, looking at xdPokemon, what we're going to do is we're going to head over to the Search Pokemon tab and we're going to put in the information pertaining to this guy that we caught. So it's level 13, its HP is 39, attack 27, defense 32, special attack 16, special defense 17, speed 11, and we're going to hit search. And we didn't find anything, so the implicit delay is probably more than 1,000. So I set it to 10,000 and we got 2 results, 4480 and 7476. And looking at the XD ability column, the one I got is sturdy. You need to know your ability in Japanese, and since I got a sturdy, I know it's 7476. There's a weird thing with PokeSpot IV spreads where they kind of get duplicated, and I right-clicked on that one and I saw that if I would have hit 7476 or 7477, I would have gotten the same spread. This is interesting. I'm not really sure the mechanics behind this, but in testing, this is just the way it works out. Not every spread is like this. It's perfectly possible to hit a single frame spread. Everything we're going to be doing after this point is very much the same as hitting the PID. We're going to be doing fidget advancements, save advancements, looking at the Abra and the PDA, those kind of things to just get to the seed we want. We just had to do this part to check for the delay. So specifically for Aron, this time I wrote it down as 7476. And in testing, I found that you actually have to aim for the seed right before it, and then when you encounter the Pokemon, the RNG advances by 1, maybe. I'm not 100% sure about that, but in testing, I kept hitting 7476 as my delay. But then when I actually started shooting for IV spreads, I was always coming up 1 frame late. So in practice, you just aim 1 frame earlier than what xdPokemon says, and you should hit your target. So right now, for the rest of the video, I'm just going to be going through the process of me actually finding the Aron I wanted, now that we know the delay. So I'm just going to use the seed finding tool as we did before. Deoxys, Moltres, 228, 628, 321, 296. Double check those, hit the next pass button. Okay, so we have a seed. So I'm going to pull up xdPokemon. I'm going to paste in the seed that I just found. And then I'm going to switch over to the Search Spreads tab that I went over before, make sure all my settings are correct on PokeSpot and the Pokemon. And then I set my HP to 30 or 31, my attack to 30 or 31, and I set my XD ability to what I wanted. I put the delay of 7476 into the minimum box because I'm not going to be able to hit any frames earlier than that. And it looks like I found a frame with solid IVs, 30 HP, 31 attack at 8690. So I'm going to head over my notepad window, and I've calculated out that I need 1,213 advancements to hit 8689, which is one frame before the seed that I want. And that's a little far. It's not that it's too far, like I could totally do that, but there's a nice feature that I want to show off. So if you hit the reroll button in the RNG Assistant, it'll give you a new seed after like of you clicking Ultimate Quick Battle one more time. So you can take that seed, and you can be confident that if you just re-roll the quick battle once, like that's your new seed, then you can paste that in and see how far the advancements might be. So now the Pokemon that I wanted is much closer. It's on frame 7909. So I'm going to go ahead and do that re-roll because I didn't overshoot how far I want to go. And now it's just time to redo the math for the new frame that I'm aiming for. So I'm going to aim for 7909, but actually I want to aim for 7908. I want to aim one before it. So 7908 minus 7476, which is the delay I calculated, comes out to 432 frames. I did all the math in the background. I did a nice little fade for y'all, movie magic. So now it's 6 saves for 378 frames, 4 menu opens for 52 frames, and then 1 single fidget for 2 frames. And I brought the calculator over just to show you that I like to do one last add up to make sure that it adds up to the frames I need. So now it's time to load into the game and do exactly this. So I boot things up, head in, open up my menu, 1 save, 2 saves, 3 saves, 4 saves, 5 saves, and 6 saves. I sped that up. Now I'm going to open up the item menu once, close it out, open it up 2 times, close it, open it up 3 times, and finally 1/4 time. Now we just have to watch our guy for him to do 1 single fidget animation. Suspense is killing me, I know. Oh, there he goes, and off we go. So now all we have to do is capture the Pokemon and check its stats. Okay, it's the moment of truth. So I head over to the stats tab, and just to be sure, I'm going to search, even though I could just go look and see that these stats are the same. I'm going to type them into the boxes and hit the old search button, and sure enough, I hit the exact frame that I wanted, and those are the beautiful IVs that I needed: 30 HP, 31 attack, 0 speed. I am super stoked, and it's got Rockhead, which I'm going to make this into a choice band shiny Aron, so I'm pumped. I wound up giving this thing the name Bongzilla after all was said and done because his eyes stay red all the way up to Aggron, and when his eyes are red, he looks bloodshot and stoned as fuck. So there we go. You can now get shiny Pokemon from PokeSpots and RNG their IVs. Best of luck, everybody.